Steve, what are you watching?
Yeah, you know, it was a month ago when I stood in front of the Evergrande Tower here in Hong Kong and we talked about will they or won't they pay their coupon on that 83.5 million US dollar bond that was due. And there were more coupon due dates coming in the pipeline. October 11th, there were 3 due. So there's stacked up missed payments. And tomorrow, Saturday, is the 30th day of that grace period, so it expires. So the question is, what's going to happen? Will they pay? But, you know, everything over the last month has indicated that the government is prioritizing that Evergrande pay off or at least restart its properties and get delivery of properties to those people so there's not social instability. Pay off the wealth management products. Also, there's been commitments to pay off the interest due on yuan notes, not necessarily dollar bond holders. They might be low creditors on the totem pole, if you will. So what we're hearing, Bloomberg News is hearing, that many of these bondholders / creditors of these dollar bonds that are due those payments are seeking talks. Sit down with Evergrande and discuss a more lengthy payment schedule as part of a longer debt restructuring. Essentially, some creditors would like to see Evergrande and its bondholders reach a formal forbearance agreement that would shield the company from a slew, all coming at once, of investors demanding immediate debt repayment, as I said, while parties discuss restructuring options. You know, we've already gotten a signal in the last couple of days that perhaps Evergrande is willing to negotiate. They might be willing to reach a 3-month extension of its $260 million bond that was issued by Jumbo Fortune Company. It's a joint venture. Evergrande, Hengda, which is the domestic unit of Evergrande, is said to be the guarantor of this $260 million bond. So they might have negotiated, according to media reports, a lengthier payout scheme of that. So that's a good signal and maybe gives confidence to bondholders to come to Evergrande and say, listen, we need to talk about this.
Steve, all through this, the narrative from the Chinese government has been this is not a Lehman moment. So we've had another Chinese official coming out saying the Evergrande crisis is containable. What more do we know?
Yeah, after long periods of silence, we've gotten now, of course, Gong, the PBOC governor, talk about it being containable. We had yesterday, or in the last couple of days, Liu He, the vice premier, say it's containable. We had Pan Gongsheng, the deputy governor of the PBOC, saying it's containable. Now we have a senior official at the CBIRC, the banking and insurance regulator, Liu Zhongrui. He's dismissed concerns the crisis will have any major impact on the credit profile of the sector as a whole. And he said Evergrande is an individual case. And he also, by the way, reiterated that these property curbs that have been in place for the last most of 2021, they're going to stay.